Well, come back to Disco Saloon. Y'all ready to rock?
Ready to rock.
Season 4. I'm
Ready
your
to bring
host with the most, Bradley. I'm here with Aaron, my brother. We're in a couch together, crazy. We actually shared a room once, but wasn't at the same time. I'm with Jay. He's got a cool tash. And I'm with McKay. I don't know if you can see him. He's just came out the shadow realm, but he's
still in it.
He's still in the shadow realm, but he's got power, so he's out of there. Before I start, how are you feeling?
Aye, alright. I'm ready to rock. I'm excited for your lead here.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
excited for the energy. Absolutely.
I went lead.
Aye, fresh energy.
Straight bullet.
Straight crude oil off
Bullet
you.
train. I've came up with a new idea. Well, it's not really like, well, aye, it is.
For the podcast.
Call it what it is. It's groundbreaking.
Aye, it's groundbreaking. Disney will buy it in a few years. It's called The Ball of Soul. I came up with that 10 minutes ago. It's a working title. I've just wrote some things in a bowl and I'm going to get the boys to choose something.
Read and react.
And see what happens.
Right, perfect.
Is anybody want to go first?
I'll go first.
Aye, Beans on the go.
Let me see. Bowl of soul.
Ball of Soul.
We need to bring that bowl. Bring that bowl in.
Aye, we'll have it here. So
Get in that career town.
for anybody that's just listening, which is probably a portion of these, I am lifting a little bit of paper, striped lined paper.
Did you
not
not give that
striped
mix
paper,
before you picked
to
it
the
out?
bowl.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, mix.
Aye,
Mix it
and
up.
it said the bowl's like a dark grey matte finish.
Yeah, it's like a crisp bowl.
Yeah,
It's
Aye.
too small
I think
to be
that-
a
I think they're
cereal
IKEA's
bowl.
finest.
right. Ooh,
Right,
this is actually quite a good one.
right.
I can't remember what I
So
wrote.
what are we discussing?
Right, so first up, it's going to be actually interesting because I'm trying to think. I'll say it and then we can try and hang it. So it is spiciest meal you've ever eaten.
Oh, yes.
And
I'm
would
so
you-
glad you go to
And
this
would
one.
you eat it again?
Yes.
So let's see if we can scratch the noggin. I'm trying to think what's up there in terms of like actual.
Does it need to be a meal?
Could it be?
Just the spiciest thing you've eaten.
Aye.
Because I ghost pepper once.
So what are they on the like seeing the
They were
realms?
decently high, but now they're no like all the Carolina Reapers and the Pepper X's and all that stuff are above
Aye,
them now.
they're way cracked.
They must be in the top 10. Maybe they've been kicked out. At the time, they were definitely in the top 10. Never again. And I will not be going up the way either.
No.
That was, he doesn't listen to this, but that was Granny for Christmas just randomly one day ordered ones online because he wanted to see Airfolk. He never had one. He never tried one. He just ordered
and
them
he gave you
online.
one?
And he gave me one.
Granny, man.
I feel like see if somebody had one in front of me, I'd want to try it.
Aye, me too.
Like no, even like to take the pain, hang out it, or if you're saying it's that dire, I would want to try it though, like just to see.
Aye, so you can say you've done it.
Aye.
Don't get me wrong, right? Like I couldn't sit down. It was that spicy. I had to be standing up doing something to try to take my mind off it. And nothing helps once you get to that spice level. Like there is no milk, water, it's ride it out, baby. It's like a bad trip.
Did you swallow like a whole one, or did you take a bite of
so
one?
it was like dried, and I just ate the
I just ate it. Was the bun incredible? Or was it like your mouth, or was it like
no,
throat?
it was like your foam. It was like lighter to your mouth.
How was your pan the next
I
morning?
didn't actually notice any bad rectal stuff going on it,
No.
which is
Oh,
funny.
really?
I think there is something in that, by the way, because I'll sit and eat. I know jalapenos aren't actually spicy or that, but I'll eat like some spicy things. But see if the spice comes from like an actual like plant thing, then it's
Aye.
fine. But see if it's like the spicy powder, like chili powder stuff that's all great, like that's different. I know it's technically just ground up dried chilies, but I don't know, they fuck me up as if the processed spice is worse than the natural spice, because Merce doesn't get as fucked with stuff like that.
Must be mixed with stuff that's no good for your stomach lining or
Something
something.
that doesn't sit with me,
I
maybe,
knew if you were going to do that, you would do a Carolina Reaper.
and that would do it.
I wouldn't.
See the hot sauce I've got to know, it's that and Connor stuff, but it's no the extra hot, it's just like the normal hot. It's 3 out of 4 peppers on it. I searched it, it's somewhere like 10,000 Scovilles or something like that.
Aye.
Which is kind of high, but it's no into any of the crazy realms.
I'll Google what
You'd
the
need-
ghost peppers
Aye.
are.
Oh, yeah, it's the ask guy. What's the Scoville units going on with that, man?
Because that sauce, I can only have a couple of wee drips on stuff. I've made food and put the sauce through it, and it ends up being like through rice, and it is crazy.
The ghost pepper's a million.
So I'm saying 10,000 is the hot sauce, and I can only take a few drips because if I put too much on,
That's crazy.
the pepper X is like much higher.
It's like half of the hot ones
in
last,
2007, it was the hottest pepper in the world.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It's roughly 200 to 400 times hotter than a jalapeno.
How do they make it
Fair
so hot?
play, man.
It's like
What do they
genetic
do?
breeding.
There's this guy, you need to watch him on YouTube. He's been on Hot Ones and that before, but he does videos on fucking, what is that channel called? They do hot.
First we feast or something.
Aye.
And he's the guy that made Pepper X, and they've done hundreds of videos where he tries hundreds of peppers or he tries hundreds of hot food and ranks them and rates them and that. He fucking loves it, and he like actually breed different ones. They give them different temperatures and light and all that
They
shit.
select
Kinda like,
for certain like traits and the peppers, and then breed it with ones that have air selectable
and
traits.
you'll choke for a man. He just get these like a gap in his tooth, man, a tash and that, a hat, glasses, and he just seems like the most normal fucking guy, but he screams for a fucking heatness, and he'll eat some pure roast, and he's like, aye, but
Is that the guy in the car? Like there's like a guy that's like the spice god or something like that.
No, it's no him.
But there is a spice god, and then there's an egg guy.
There's like an old guy that gets the
there's an
peppers
old
and then
guy.
puts the sauce in
No,
it,
it's-
and then I know
I
it's
can't
no
do
him.
He's got
I
like the
can't know who you're
high-pitched
talking
voice.
about.
Aye, it's crazy.
I know, aye. He's this guy isn't as crazy as that guy, but I guess because he made Pepper X.
Aye,
and this and that.
it's that whole the idea, because I've watched stuff about what's that word when they're like genetically modified or genetically bred, whatever it is. There's folk do it with all sorts of fruits and fucking they're always trying to come up with new fruits and flavours. I watched like a 30-minute like mini documentary about like that, like making new fruits, and I was like, Ken, it's crazy talking about bananas, how bananas on the actual like how bananas were, or that we've lost the seeds for the actual banana now and we've only got the modified one, and I'm like, Ken, it's crazy. But they that cunt making your life goal, I'm going to make the hottest fucking pepper that nobody can fucking reasonably eat.
Yeah, Iceland managed to fucking
Iceland,
do it.
have you tried the pepper X stuff in Iceland? About any of us, no? Because some folks say it's roasting, then I've watched cunts eat it and they're like, aye, it's barely even hot.
No, but
So
I
don't
tried
know.
it. I had a Carolina Reaper hot sauce once, and I'm like telling you, like you could ruin your dinner by putting even like more than a couple of drops in it.
Aye,
Just
like,
ruin
just
it.
to be
You'd be like, I can't eat
too
it.
much.
Like it's no fun anymore. It's like my
Aye.
actual body is telling me no.
Do you know what I actually watched also, just whilst we're on spice as well? I know we'll get into more. I watched a YouTube video and it was, why is everything spicy now, right? See, before 2005, 2007, basically because the way that the trade networks worked, like spices were a bit more rare and they weren't as widespread. We're the first generation of folk that grew up with ease of access to spice.
everywhere,
So that's why, like, basically now everything's all like spicy and everything, like that's marketed, that's like a marketable thing, but it wasn't 20, 30 years ago.
I didn't have spicy food until I went to Big Dave's house, and his dad used to get these 2 pizzas in the one box for Aldi. The actual tomato base was infused with chili, and I used to eat it, and we used to lie in his flare and had to drink cartons of milk because they were the first things I had that were. See, if I ate that pizza now, it wouldn't touch the sides. It'd be great.
We didn't have like exposure to spicy stuff much when we were younger. There was certain things that would have like a wee kick, but now
Chili
it's like,
heatwave Doritos.
it's like it's a different
Red
thing.
pepper amies.
No, like it's so different. And basically, we're saying that what happens is like one brand. So like McDonald's go, I'm making them McSpicy, and then all the air brands go, that's selling well, I'm going to make it. So now all the brands make spicy versions of their food, and they never did before. Like we worked at McDonald's, there was nothing spicy on the menu except spicy mayonnaise, which was just a slightly hot mayo
it
on the
wasn't really-
Legends
no.
and a spicy mayo mini
It
wrap.
was like sriracha mayo almost.
Aye, so that was it, and it's like it's pretty much a new thing in the past like 2 decades that spicy food is actual came into Western culture, which is crazy because in Asian culture it's been there since the dawn of time.
I should have probably went last and let you talk about your spicy meal first,
Aye,
and then
so
come
that we
in with the
could hang it.
fucking the pepper.
There's no rules,
See,
man.
I feel like I'm against like this manufactured spice. Like I feel like
You're wanting
that's
that true
I think that's
spice.
like, this Pepper X is like anti-God, man. Do you know what I mean?
Aye,
It's
it's
like,
like-
fuck you.
There was no need for you to have something that
No,
spicy.
not- aye.
There was no reason. That's a man-made invention. That's against the earth. I'm not with it, man.
His name's Smoking Ed Curry.
Smoking Ed Curry, man. That's crazy.
It's 2.6 million.
See, that's just too much,
Aye,
man.
Aye, because if I'm
folk
saying
choke, but
actual a
there'll be folk that
10,000 Scoville hot sauce is kind of too hot to enjoy unless it's in tiny quantities.
What?
The flavour's really good on it, but and that's like something I will give. Flavours are good on it.
One of you have had a foul, you know. I've tried a foul, but I don't know. I don't think it was the real deal.
I don't know because that's so like this is
I think
another
it's
thing
fake, the
I've
foul.
came across. So right, see if you get into an Indian, there's a guy on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and he's like on the quest to find the spiciest curry. And sometimes I think he's at it, but he was one of the guys that tried the Pepper X stuff, and he was like, it's not even hot, but there was cuts in it, and I was like, oh, it can't like. Chillies just at it. But he goes round and all the Indians and he asks for a specific curry, and it's got to the point where he's got to actually tell them when he orders it, like, I want it as hot as you can fucking make it, because Indians don't want folk to fucking like suffer when they're eating. So even if you order the spiciest curry they have,
it's
they're
not-
not going to make it as spicy as it can be, because
I knew that when I tried a foul. I'm like, I bet you if I went to India and just tell I couldn't, I'll give you £100 to actual fuck my
aye,
brain.
like you need to specifically request to get the tap peak, because I was thinking what was the spiciest one I had, right, and I love South Indian garlic chili.
It's good, man.
Right, it's so tasty. But there was one thing I had never tried it, and me and Kieran Lee were sitting and we were like, right, let's no drink, let's no get up to it, and we'll order a takeaway and we'll watch a film, and that's what we did there. But we ordered a South Indian. I got a South Indian garlic chili curry. He get whatever curry, and then we get like a big naan bread and whatever. And I swear to fuck, it actually took me 3 days to eat the fucking curry because it was so hot every time I fucking ate it. And it's not meant to be a pure spicy
No.
curry, but it was so fucking spicy. And I've tried it since, and it's like a good, nice wee kick.
Your mouth does adjust to
But it might be that it was like a new flavour potentially and a new profile. So now I'm used to it. It's like kind of different. Maybe that's why they keep ratcheting up. Maybe that's why they're fucking doing the fuck God kind of vibes.
Yeah, the fuck.
Because they're at the point where the million Scovilles isn't touching the sides.
No, folk want, but that's what the internet is, isn't it, man? They want the extreme,
I
man.
was about to say that, man. It's like they just need
Same
the
with everyone,
biggest. They
man.
need the best. Fuck, you need the spiciest thing, man.
It's crazy.
Where is the real taste, man? I want
I know,
some of this,
he's
man.
marvelised
the best,
Chillies, man.
Like heat and flavour crossover must be at like 20,000 or something like. Maybe 50. It actually cannot be a million. And it certainly can't be 2.5.
Well, I'll
or
tell you something, that ghost pepper wasn't getting a flavour,
like,
really.
do you even get a flavour? Is it just straight fire walk with me in your mouth?
You get like the first hit was
Nice
like
plug.
the first
Aye,
hit
it
was
had to
like,
be.
oh, that's like a chili or a pepper, but I don't know.
See if they like randomly came across it in like a Colombian forest or something, man.
Aye, then you'd
I'd
be like,
with it.
aye,
I'd
you'd be like, fuck,
that's kind of
man.
mental.
Like
that came out
nature
the
is
planet.
metal rather than humans are fucking conniving with God's
fucking
work.
nerds in a fucking lab.
Aye,
Aye,
gox,
fuck
man.
that.
Making the
So
spiciest
you're
thing.
definitely more doing with the ghost pepper, also known as boot jalokia.
Aye, because they're
Naga
Because that's a
Jalokia.
nat. Is it? Because that's
Aye.
nat. So is that a nat? So
I
that's
think
natural.
Aye, I
Is
think
that the
it's the
spiciest
spiciest
natural
natural.
one?
In fact, I search that just quickly.
Spiciest natural.
that up, Jamie.
pepper.
Pull it up, Jamie. Pull it up.
Natural chili in the world.
Aye,
Aye.
what one is it? Because it's the Carolina Reaper, no a mix and all. I feel
think it is,
like
aye.
it is a mix.
If it's got a name like Carolina
Right, here's
Reaper,
Reddit's always got you, man. What was the hottest pepper in nature before we messed with them?
Oh, I like it.
And they probably wouldn't have been even as spicy as the ones that we have of the
Somebody says
natural ones
ghost
now.
pepper is the basic answer, although some folk are saying, although what do you mean messed with? Because technically at a certain point everything was made like, oh, we need to do it in this exact field because then it'll make it this exact hot way, but that's still humans. That's not like going in there and going, I'm going to prod it with a fucking...
So first things first, are Chillies things that just before humans were doing like horticulture or agriculture, whatever it is, did they exist? Like, so they
chopping them off trees and that.
they were out there, right? So that's what one of them. What was the
I think
hottest?
folk are saying ghost peppers.
Ghost pepper. Imagine coming across it like fucking 15,000 years ago, man.
They
And
said
like,
prior to the 15th
you're
century.
making your cave painting and then your mouth's up in flames because you're like, oh, I'll just snacking one of them, man.
Mate, I've just won this pepper, right? It's black. You want to try it?
It's like one of those rites of passage, like fucking things that Chive used to do.
That would be too good, like the one chip challenge, except fucking 15k year ago, man.
They were saying that you
Ooga
couldn't
booga.
fin peppers until after the 15th century. Weren't they fin anywhere in the world outside of the Americas?
Really? So are they
Aye.
South American by
South
how many
American,
is it?
and then they fun one for 50 million years ago, a fossil of a pepper for Colorado.
So dinosaurs? Well, no dinosaurs, but like,
But like,
fucking
like I'm running about with actual nothing on.
whatever was in that Paleolithic
Because there's a
time.
lot of stuff about like defence mechanisms on trees and all that. So peppers probably grew in abundance and thought I would be
Probably
alright,
shouldn't
man.
have actually had them.
Well, could see if animals chew on a pepper, like say, like they got there, say like an equivalent to a squirrel, an ancient squirrel goes up, grabs one of these peppers, runs off, eats it. It
got,
doesn't,
like,
it,
get
it
the fuck.
doesn't even need to like shit it out. It just spits it back out because it's spicy. And there you've got your seeds spread.
Aye, there you go, man.
That's how
Easy
it gets for like the plant out to the fucking fields. Crazy, man.
Easy seeded, man.
I'll let you answer about your spicy meal before I say something else because I don't want to change the subject. I want to hear what you have
I don't know
got.
what my spicy smell is.
I'll just.
Honestly.
I think mine's was that probably that because it's just the one that sticks in my mind is like it was so fucking hot that I loved it, but I hated it at the same time. There's hot sauces I've tried that are hotter than that curry, but that's not really eating. I don't think like.
I see, that's my problem. I think the spiciest thing I've had was, see that da bomb that's on that hot ones.
Aye,
I've not
it's
tried that.
fucking
Is that
spicy.
hot? Aye.
And it
Is
was
it
like
good?
just on.
No.
Really not. That's
It's the same
I had
way.
like a bit of like Vivita bread or something because it was like one of those let's do a challenge was my
Aye.
old rock and everyone was like taking a dip and I was actually doing fine. And then, like 10 minutes later, I was like greeting, like in the middle of the shop, just greeting, like red face, and I was like, "Oh no, it's no good."
It's like there's one called pain 100%, and you just eat it, and you're like, I'm getting a wee flavour off it,
Aye,
but
they
that's
call it
just straight burn.
the pain bringer or something, man. It's like-
That's crazy.
but it drops like a bomb, man. Like so, like at first it's like, "I no, that's not bad. That's fucking nothing there," and then it hits your throat,
And then you're in it.
I think that's the issue, man. It waits till it's halfway down your fucking gullet to then kill you. It's fucked. Terrible.
We don't like that, man.
Aye.
But,
So is it? Aye.
Navit, Kebab City, shout out Kebab City in the Mills. He has a curry called the Doba Michi, and Doba Michi means very hot in Punjab.
Right.
And Nav is like, I don't eat it because it actually just tastes like spice. It kind of tastes shite. But you do get guys that like order the like curry pizza and ask for it to be extra hot, and he's
So
like,
that's
but see, like driving in the car with that like next to you, you can smell and it starts to like sizzle your fucking
crazy.
nostrils and that.
love that shit.
Crazy, man.
Do you know, slightly off topic, right? I tried, what's the stuff that they put on sushi, the green stuff?
Oh,
Wasabi.
aye.
I had never tried fucking wasabi in my puff.
Crazy,
It's
man.
got by a kick.
Shannon was like, oh, try this. And I was like, right. And then I put it in my mouth and I was like, oh, it's no hot. And then my nose went like fucking shot up
man.
the way.
Aye.
I was like, what the fuck
Because
is that?
just like
Wasabi's
straight mustard
crazy,
seeds,
man.
Aye,
like
some of
mustard
that-
gas.
Because it goes up your nose, knowing your mouth. I couldn't actually believe that's like a
That's
profile
like,
of.
see if you
really
try
good
like
for you, but-
English mustard,
Aye.
it does the same thing.
Like
Is it?
like Dijon
if you have
mustard.
it in that kind of
If you
like.
just scooped a hanging English mustard out, it does basically the same thing as
Does
wasabi,
it?
man.
It proper like it's like
clear
vinegar.
slices,
It's like
Aye.
I couldn't believe it. I was
Proper
actually
taxi.
so shocked. Anyway, aye. So it's,
I mean, mustard gas as well was made to feel like that kind of all that
Aye.
shit. So they're like, aye, what's yours?
I honestly can't think, man. Probably something I ate when I was younger or something. I can't remember. They build that noodles are kind of funny.
the bulldog. In fact, see, in fairness, I'd done a challenge eating the bulldog noodles, and they were actually probably hotter than the hingy. See the 2X spicy ones, the black packet, the bulldog
See the black
noodles.
packet? I've ate them before, and I swear to God, my mouth's no spicy. It's just my lips.
In
It's
fairness,
just
it was
my
lips mostly, but
But
actual.
it's like a searing meat around my lips.
I was
The noodles
sitting
are them
greeting
are
doing it.
thick, man.
Aye,
Thick
they are
as.
hot because that's a lot of folk have them either with milk or cheese through them and stuff. But I just done them. I tried to eat them as quick as I could, so it was just. But see, by the end of it, I was just greeting. So it was.
Aye.
It's like 2 minutes or something, man.
Just green.
How
Just
it is.
tears.
And honestly, see if you put out the video, it's just streaming both eyeballs, man.
I think the time I had them, I didn't even finish them. I'm like, I don't even like that. It's just burning my lips.
Aye, no, it wasn't very tasty.
I like
or
a bit
anything,
of kick, but
The is it the purple ones? That's quite. Are they the kind of same thing to me? With my lips are just. I'm like,
Aye.
this is just
Do you know
somebody
what
wouldn't
is
like it,
good?
lips.
The pink
I
one.
was
The
going to say
carbonara one.
I think that's the
Aye.
one Shannon likes.
Aye,
innit?
she likes that with a bit
likes
of cheese fruit. They are actual good, and Shannon only puts half the
spice in
in
it,
it, like the flavour.
What I was going to say before I wanted you to finish with your spice was
Mm-hmm.
that fucking Facebook video guy I told you about that just feeds things to mealworms.
Oh,
He's got
aye.
like 10,000 mealworms and he'll just sit something down. Came what he gave them the other day there, a pack of Marlboro fags in the packet. And they just ate all the tobacco basically and then left it alone. He's gave them like chili peppers and fucking like a coo's, like not a coo's head, but like meat on like bones and they just strip it down and all that. And it's just like a time lapse of all them eating it. But I couldn't believe he gave them Marlboro fags. That's too good.
Just eating them up, man.
Every time I will just see it, it'll just pop up, and I'm like, I need to see what this guy's getting him the day, man. Surely,
Do you know-
like an octopus?
Do you know one last spice thing before we move on and maybe do another one for the bowl? Do you know what used to always fuck me up? The sauce in the Bombay Bad Boy pot noodle.
That's great. That's
Because
great.
what is that sauce? Because the Bombay Bad Boy always fucked my mouth and stomach up.
I think it's just like chili sauce, isn't it?
Aye, it must just be like a bit because
Aye,
it was
I don't
the
know
same
if
one
it's
that was
like
in. Do you remember the Donner pot noodle?
Aye, I can.
And then
the
there was
Donner
also
pot noodle.
there was a chili beef one as well.
chili
the chili beef. So it was the beef and tomato pot noodle with the chili sauce, man, and it was crazy.
Aye.
But that Bombay Bad Boy, for whatever reason, I was fucked my mouth up, and I think to this day it still probably would. I think
I like a Bombay Bad Boy, man.
don't know. Need to try
shout
one
out,
to
man.
fin it, man. They're so good though. Well,
I'm
kinda
just
good.
telling you now, I will not be eating a pepper ever again.
It goes pepper.
Done it once, won't be back. Thanks.
Will not
Fair
be
enough,
back,
man.
pal. Do you just want to go? Do you want to go for an air slice?
Aye.
Yeah,
I'll dip in.
Aye.
I'll dip in.
Aye, in
Some
you
of
go.
them are stupid. That was actually quite a good one because it's like an actual question.
Aye. So McKev's going in for his dip here
I'm actually quite nervous.
to see.
I know, what if it says, you are dead or something like. Oh no.
What if it says kiss one of your boys, no homo?
Right,
I've
so-
seen the first two ones.
So, can I? Aye, 2 seconds.
let
me-
Right, would you kill a guy if they took the last Pringle without asking?
Aye.
The last Pringle.
The last Pringle. Well, it depends on the flavour, I think.
I think the odds of there being one Pringle left are the lowest out of all the numbers.
We'll say the
no,
last
no, no,
batch
I mean, like,
then. The last batch.
the last batch
Say,
of Pringle.
say there's like 7 left and a tin.
Somebody
You're-
gets the
You're
crumbs.
sitting watching it with your pal, your bird, whatever, and you've in your mind you're like, oh my god, these last Pringles are going to be so good. I'm going to shake the can into my mouth, and you get in, and your horn keeps going till it gets to your wrist, and then to further up your arm and it's empty.
Well, it depends
War, man.
who ate what. Because what was that show with Kevin James in it? Was it King of Hearts or what was that called? That thing with Ben
King
Stiller's
of Queens.
King of Queens.
Queens.
Aye, that's what it is. Where 3 of them are sitting down eating a pizza, and he's thinking.
Oh, the
he's-
slice
there's
thing.
that,
I
the
saw
slice.
that, aye, and it shows the
Aye.
thoughts or the you hear
So
the
that
thoughts.
kind of reminds me of that. See if I know for a fact that person has been wiring into them.
Aye,
Then you're
aye.
like, right, come on, I didn't even get one. And also, who bought the Pringles?
That's true. Aye, because whoever bought it, you would kind of like give them the grace
Aye.
of offering. I think one thing I will say is that Pringles for me, see, because I've only got flavour on like one side, I'm not even that bothered by Pringles. But like I'll eat them, but I'm not as vexed. But there's air things, and that's what we could say is what product or food item would you potentially kill somebody? Because I know what mine would be. It would be finishing the cereal and putting the box back in the cupboard, and then going through
We
to
get that reeking in the house,
and
man.
then you go through, you're like, yes, I'm going to get a bowl of frosted wheats, and you fucking pull the box out and there's fucking nothing in it.
Aye.
There's just dust.
Or
just dust.
Or it's sugar puffs that are 8-year-old,
Aye,
man,
they're all
just all
stuck
stuck
together,
together.
one
Aye.
clump.
Aye, so I will say I'm more likely to kill somebody if they've left the packet opening and like the bottom of it is like went all soft.
I know, aye.
Because see if somebody's like finished like the cereal or the Pringles or whatever, at least somebody has enjoyed them.
Aye.
But see the fact that they've left it and it's went all soft, that's not going to enjoy by
There's
anybody.
so many things, like, because that, like, see if something's left open, like it happens in the house, obviously, the now, where fucking shit's left left, and you're like, Ken, man, just fucking wrap it up, put a peg on it. We've even got like hangs that like we clip
Aye,
hangs.
I've got a guy and I ken about them,
Aye,
man.
the wee
aye.
clip hangs that fucking shut stuff out, so that because
I use tinfoil, man. Tinfoil's my
tinfoil,
goat.
cling film's great for
Cling
it.
film, aye.
You leave the ham sitting open in the fridge, and then it fucking your fridge smells like ammonia.
Aye,
It's
turns-
crazy.
Turns crispy.
Aye, and it goes
Get
all
bacon.
fucking. Aye, there's so
Aye,
many
that
things like that.
cereal thing would get me.
But the cereal
if I went
is.
to open it up and it wasn't there.
See in our house actually.
Growing up
like,
with three siblings, man. Game over,
in
man.
my mum's house now, when so like say you go in for Jaffa cakes, sometimes you go in, there's Jaffa cakes out there, you grab the box, it feels like there's Jaffa cakes in it, and you look into it, and they'll be what does he put in it, like fucking a pair of socks or something. So Graham will finish hangs and then put random items in the box and put it back in the cupboard. So
Honestly,
that then
man.
you go and grab something, yes, I'm pure buzzing for a Jaffa cake, and then it's like soaks, or it's the sweetener tin, it's like the wee tub of sweeteners or something that's in it.
The
That's
dramas,
actually
man.
elite levels tomfoolery,
No,
man.
mate, it's ridiculous. See when you get into my
Every
mum's
time.
house, every time it's who's took the last wagon wheel? There was a wagon wheel in that drawer, and it's like somebody's took the wagon wheel, ate it, and put the wrapper back, and it's like, what?
There's so many shit like
It's
in my mom's
crazy,
house,
man.
always going down like that, where like you think something's there, but it's never actually there.
Or
It's
like,
crazy.
Somebody will buy like a 5-pack of Capri Suns, and Eva will just drink all of them.
And leave the box.
Full family shopping on them, 20 quid.
you'd go and be like,
Fuck, I
oh,
jumped for a Capri Sun, the fucking
Aye.
can't them all. Honestly, man.
that's grown up
That's
now.
too-
Like,
There's definitely a sketch to be had in the last Pringle area or something, man.
last Pringle, the cereal stuff. There's lots of sketches in that. Like seeing that, like the domestic mini issues, like they be like they are issues, but they're not really like
Aye,
fucking.
they're funny
Nobody's getting battered. You got to
scenarios.
laugh about it.
Aye.
Do you know what it's like? It's like you ever watch Open Goal and they ask them what's the pet peeve and they're just like moaning about their missus. That's like
Aye,
that kind of.
it's in that same realm. Aye, it's like she's wanting me to go to bed when she goes to bed, but I want to sit up for an hour.
I want to play Fortnite 3 in the morning.
That kind of fucking vibe, which by the way is the worst. Been there, done that. Don't want to go back.
I know what you're talking about.
It's fucking lit. I know, no. Come on, just come to bed and that. And it's like I want to play FIFA, but it's like, aye, but I'm going to bed, so like the day's there, and it's like the sun doesn't revolve round about you, pal. Anyway,
Bye.
I see actual memes about that all the time, so that's not a very specific
No,
thing.
it's
that
funny.
happens
It's
a
funny.
lot.
Painted relationships, isn't it?
Aye,
What made you think of that?
I just wrote down
just a
fucking.
couple of things.
It was more. I was just thinking what would be a funny thing to talk about, like a funny scenario, and I'm like, Ken, if like something like the last Pringle and you're choking for it, and then somebody takes it, like, I could kill a
do you know
cunt.
what would be way worse? Actually, see if you're smoking fags and you go and check your fag pack and there's none in it.
Aye, something like that.
Aye, but there's big money at stake there.
Aye, that's aye. There's a bit more
20
at
quid a
stake.
pack now, man.
They're actually. What was it, Mum? Were you in at my mum's, or was it when I was at my mum's? Or were we both at my mum's? And I asked her how much, and she was saying £19.70 or something for a fags.
For a Regal.
That's
aye.
crazy, man. For Regal?
Aye, Regal.
Aye, Regal are the dearest, man.
Because she'll no smoke anything else.
She won't smoke any of her fags, and well, at least before they were 17, you could get the cheapest fags were £11.50, and she was like, "I'm not," and it was still Regal, but it was Regal signature, no Regal blue, and
she
she's like,
needs the blue.
"Don't like any of her fags," and it's like, you might as well just kick them again. Then she didn't smoke for ages.
Aye, like 11 years before Ava was born.
Aye, and
or
then
after
she
Ava was
just
born.
picked up the snouts and just hasn't looked back. She says all the time she's got to quit,
Oh,
man.
every time I go in the house, she's like out for a fag, and I'm a boy here asking for one, but I have to put myself together and say no, like in my own brain, because I know she always give me one.
Aye, she will always give you
But
one,
every
man.
time you get her, she's like, "Oh, I need to stop this." Like that. oh, how was your weekend away to Malaga? Oh, you've got 600 back, alright. When you stop in 2030, alright.
Aye, it's a constant thing. I fuck it. I love it, man. I fucking
Honestly, see if you come round to my mum's house, it's too good.
It's
Because
so
you
funny.
just watch, you just observe, and shit just goes down, man. It's brilliant. Honestly, I go out to my mum's house and I just sit and wait, and it's like the Doug or Shannon shouting at Ava, or Ava shouting at Shannon, who took this hairdryer, and my mum's complaining about the clay's not getting folded, or
But-
somebody not cleaning the kit. I'm
you-
just like, oh, this
Was
is
it my
amazing.
ma that had the birthday dinner, or was it Shannon? Because no, this is like a funny fucking story. It was my ma's birthday, right? So I went there, and they were like, we're going to order a Chinese, and he was like, I got
It was
a
my ma's,
tenner she was like, Shan gave me a tenner because I'm not getting a Chinese.
She was meant to be going to McDonald's.
She was meant to be going out, so Shan gave her a tenner, and then she, I'm not going out anymore. And then Shan was like, right, cool, that's fine. Like, you're obviously not getting a Chinese because I've already gave you money. And she's like, no, I'm keeping the tenner. And she's like, all right. And then it was like, aye, but I want a chicken fried rice for the Chinese. And Shan's like, well, give me the tenner back. And she was like, no. So she was wanting the tenner and the Chinese boat.
No, that
and she
isn't how it
was, and
works,
she was
man.
actually sitting on the couch, like, just sternly, like, no, this isn't fair. Like, you've gave me it, so it's mine.
The flyest. I mean, the flyest wee.
But she was
person,
also
man.
wanting the Chinese.
She'll be watching this now because she liked the Instagram post the other day there, so
Fucking.
Oh, this is too funny, man.
I was just sitting
Honestly.
like, that's insane, because see, back in the day, my mum would actually fucking have slapped us for any of that kind of debauchery.
She texts me out
I
of
love
nowhere
that
like,
shit.
hello, and I'm like, oh, here we go, it's either lifting money. And I'm like, oh, hi, what's happening? She says, do you have £3.74? I'm
Aye,
like,
she's texting me looking for weird amounts, like £2.32. And I'm like,
no. And she's like, why? Why, but? And I'm like, just fucking no.
oh, to be young again,
Oh,
man.
I
It's
know,
so
man.
good, innit?
It's because she's got 3 older siblings, her mum and dad, like, she'll just poke each bear until
Aye.
one goes, fine, here's a fiver.
what was it?
Leave me alone.
She
Take
was
the coin pass, man.
she was saying something. So Ava's 16 for anybody that's
Aye,
listening.
aye.
So she was saying she wanted money to do this and that, and then Shannon, her sister, was like, well, you just need to get a fucking job then. And then my mom was like, I know you need to get a job. And then I was like, I know you need to get a job. And she was like, I don't want a fucking job. and I was like, what happened? But she was working at an Indian Charlie's, and she was like, it was just crap. Like, I just kept burning the pizzas, so I didn't go back. And I was like, right, well, you could have
Love
tried to
it.
no burn the pizzas. And she's like, but none of my friends have jobs. Their mum and dad just give them everything. And I'm like, aye, but that's not how it works here. And she's like,
yeah. See,
that-
when I start driving
well,
and
that's
that.
no fair. And I was like, Ava, I'm telling you, they will all have jobs
Aye.
in like 6 months to a year because they want to go holidays. And she's like, no, they won't. No, they won't work. None of them. And I'm like, fucking. She's like, I go to college, but so that's enough. I'm like, well, I worked in the fucking stinking chippy at 16.
I'm actually kind of gutted that I never was forced into doing them because it would have probably made me a better man. I didn't have job
it
till I was
did-
18. I don't
it didn't
think.
fucking
no,
work
wait, I
much
was
for
I was
me,
I
man.
was 19. I didn't have a job till I was 19.
No, we were 16. The week after I turned 18, it was the 1st of January, because my birthday's on Christmas Day. I turned 18, I was at uni, my mum said, right, Bradley, you're 18, you're paying for your phone contract. And I'm like,
Aye. That's how it flies in our house, and then Ava's going on as if we're all fucking millionaires. or at least upper middle class, and it's like we're actual the most working class cunts, man. If you want something, you need to go and get a job. That's just the fucking how it is, man. You see me, I've no got a fucking rag on my back because I don't have a job. You see me smoke my fucking vape coil, I'm smoking the beef, pal. Aye, and she's like, nah, just give me money to go on holiday and that, man. Like, shut up.
aye, so text me randomly, like, I was watching Squid Game or something like that, or and she pure loves like Korean films. She watches English dub,
I
which
think I
I think's
told you about
the
this
most
before.
ridiculous thing ever. But she fancies Korean guys,
Aye.
and she'll be like, "When do we go to Korea?" And I'm like,
Aye,
"When are you getting a job?"
She was wanting. She was like messaging like, I'm gonna go to Korea and that. Like, you got to come with me and that. Like, and I'm like, what fun? She was like, I just really want to go. And then I soon found out she's been watching K-dramas or whatever, and she just fancies Korean guys. So she thinks she's got to go and find the love of her life in Korea, and
it's
she's not
so
got a
good.
job to work towards that dream either.
Aye.
I hope Ava isn't watching this, man. It's been a 15-minute just decimation
No,
of
we'd say
character,
it
man.
to her face.
We've
She
said all
loves
this
it, man.
anyway. Aye, because she's just
Anything
like
nice to say about her, just for even just a bit of
Aye.
thing, just to
aye.
balance it out.
It's impressive how fly she is.
Aye.
She's funny as anything, man. she is awful funny, to be fair. The stuff she comes out with,
Aye.
I'm just like, what even are you, man?
She's funny and a good laugh and that.
Aye.
She's just spoiled. You're spoiled.
Then she came here. We went here to Aaron and Shannon's for Christmas, and Ava came here with me and Lauren, and she was absolutely blown up, man. It was too funny. And then my mum texted in the morning saying like, oh, who's that waiting in the toilet? Because me and Lauren went and got a taxi home, and we were meant to be staying there, but we ended up just come back here. And I was like, I don't know. It was waiting in the toilet, but it was Ava.
Nah, she was waiting in my house and all.
And then my
Damn
mum,
you.
my mum was raging. Well, if you want to drink with adults, if you want to be with if you want to spend Christmas with adults, you better drink with adults.
Fly with the cross show.
To be fair, she was actually
You I fucking go to Bakers.
I'll show you bakers. Honestly, man, it was too funny, but
Show you bakers when I'm baking this fucking tequila into your liver.
Do you know what it was? It was because we were playing a word game where like you fucking go round in a circle and you hit like there's a topic and then you hit like the letter for the start of the word, so then it's like a wee circle and it's got all the letters on it. It's fucking fun,
unreal,
right? But
unreal.
every round we had 3 bottles of shots, and after every round I pulled everybody a shot. So each round's like fucking 30 seconds to a minute. And I was actually just shot, right, bang, right, let's go, next topic. Right, cool, shot, next topic. And we were all steaming. I was greeting like, Ava, you're just such a big lassie now, and you were just a wee lassie before. Like, actually, I was howling, greeting, and when I camped myself down, I would just remember that she was a wee lassie once and then start greeting again.
oh mate, crazy.
It's crazy.
They grow up so fast.
If Ava wants me to take the heat off for a wee bit, I'll say that when I was 16, I was shot in Chairman's Reserve at an egg cup and whited on McDonald's ceiling. So it can always be worse.
Aye. No, because me at 16 is fucked and all. Like,
It's crazy.
A big chunky is being 16. Just wish you wanted to get a job.
I was 16,
Aye, you just want to be
2013,
an
man,
adult.
that's too good.
I know.
When were we 16?
No, you were 16 the year before. The year before, 2012. I was 2013.
God.
Am I taking something or are we out of time?
No, I don't know. Aye.
We've got 7 minutes.
Aye, we can do it. Aye.
Good,
Let's go.
man.
Let's reset.
And Jay's going to take one. I quite like this format though, I will say, because it's just different. Obviously, we just ran
Aye, you
riot
don't
on
know.
that.
You need to come up with some meta.
Aye, that's
Okay,
fine.
we're going to fire through.
Well, I think I made like 12 or something like that, but
We can just add 3 each week, maybe. Right.
Or we could like sit and spitball ideas off in the break
Aye,
today or
in the
something.
break, aye.
I mean, this is kind of. I mean, I feel like this is off. Were you hungry when you wrote these? Because all these have revolved around food.
No, some of them are. It depends what one is, but maybe.
Right.
Right.
I was waiting to have my bowl of Cheerios before when I wrote them. So
This one is how many eggs to kill a man. Discuss. Is that eating them or hitting them?
well,
eating
when I
eggs?
was thinking about it, I was thinking how many like just the item of eggs, like could you drown a cunt in eggs? Could you smash eggs after you see enough?
Kind of like
I
dumb
think-
ways to die.
But then I was thinking how many could you eat before you die?
Aye.
I think we're going to get like a look into your psyche with,
Aye, through the questions.
with these like bits of paper.
Aye,
Because that's
Suicide
three.
by egg.
I am the egg.
All three have been about food. All three have got like death adjacent. Well, the last two were
Aye.
about like murder.
And then the first one was about the hottest thing, the
Aye,
spices.
that was like a kind of suicidal thing going on in there as well.
I'm trying to
There's like
extremes.
There's some
Aye, no,
real
extremes,
like
aye.
I told you I was worried
undertones
about
to this podcast.
Maybe I was just needing to pan real bad, man. I was
Aye,
like,
you
I need
just-
to get something out here.
Have you ever egged like a shop window or that?
Aye.
I don't know, actually.
Oh,
Me
mate,
and,
I've
me
egged,
and
I have egged everything you can possibly egg, man.
Me
I've
and,
egged stuff to death, man. Like, I've honestly, everything.
Me and a few boys at school, egged a lassie's window once.
The
And the thing is, there was no reason for it. It was just
the best
a
one
lassie
I
when you
ever
really
seen.
stayed.
The best one I ever seen. And when you look back on it, you go, "That's fucking horrible." But and like now, when you think about it, you can still get a laugh out of it. But right, it was either at the shops in Crusoe or it was at one of the lanes, and it might have been the fucking lane that goes to the park, and obviously the number of leaving and that goes out by
Aye.
it. But I feel like that was snowballs. Folk used to fling snowballs at that lane, even with stains and that. And you could actually kill a cunt. But
Aye.
I feel like this one might have been at the shop. Number of leaving goes by. Can't remember who it is, man. But shout out whoever it was. Flung an egg straight in the window, man. Right off a cunt, man. Egg splattered. The bus just goes by. It is the best show I've ever seen, man.
Imagine getting egged in an enclosed bus. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's actually,
What the fuck was that?
you actually just seen the fling was perfect, and cause the windies open up like that,
trajectory
it
went
had to
hard.
just dip, man, straight off a cunt, man.
You would be turning around and being like, "Who? Somebody in this bus has just egged me." Like somebody
no,
inside
you
the
definitely.
bus.
You'd be fucking. Oh man,
I've been egged
crazy,
out a
man.
cord before. It didn't hit me in the head. I think it hit me in the side, man, when I was in on-think one day, and somebody just flung an egg at me, man, and I looked at my and I had yolk, and I was like, some cunt's egged
That
me.
used to happen all the time at Loudon if you were like walking down to go to the Tesco.
Just
and, like,
get
all,
egg,
Just
all
launch
the-
them down the hill.
Aye, like random
Aye.
folk, and like all the 6 years, like on their last like day before study leave, whatever used to do it, was like a 6 year thing.
Aye, like
You
one of
actually
the
couldn't,
things.
you actually
aye.
couldn't go down the street, man.
I'm
Get your
so
school bag
sorry
and
to
all
sorry
sorts.
to anybody that lived in Cruces circa 2007, man, because the Wendy's got it stinking.
Do you know something I can remember, right? Like this, and it's no like it's adjacent to that, right? But I remember once my dad coming and picking us up. I'm sure it was my dad, and I'm sure I don't know if it would have been like after school time, getting on a Thursday or something. But it was fucking wet, and I'm almost certain he'll tell us whether this is right or not. But I'm almost certain he was driving up Plainfield Road, and there was a big fucking puddle and a cunt sitting on, and he could have swerved out the way, and he drove straight through it and soaked the cunt like so wet.
It was Plainfield Road,
Was it
wasn't it?
Plainfield? Aye,
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 at the
aye. No, I
school
thought,
gates,
aye. I was certain like there's an image in my head, man, and I'm just like, it's funny because it is funny, but also it's like,
I know this wasn't just a wee, but it was like one and a deep.
I think I
It'd been
remember
raining for
Plainfield
days.
Road just to get the ones and it would come
aye,
out.
the
Black
big the nice
crayon,
bug.
man.
But I'm sure he could have went run it, like, and it was like, I know this will be funny, which is funny. It's still funny, but it's fucking,
I
it's
just
crazy.
need
It's same
folk
as
to
eggs.
ken that I don't egg Wendy's anymore. but like I need folk to ken that, like, are you coming out today? Are you coming out tonight? We're going to egg Wendy's tonight. Was the thing.
I know,
Like Jack
aye.
Bones, all the doing
Aye.
gardens tonight.
Aye, we're going to jump
let's
there,
just go and jump,
garden
aye.
fences and cause a ruckus.
And you
And
would
see if we could
specifically
go.
go to cunt. She kept it was crazy. There was a police officer that stayed at the Varney that we came with the stayed, man. You would egg his Wendy's, man, just run away.
It's so crazy, isn't it?
Man, like, what's-
Even chapdoor running stuff, like going
Chappy, aye.
chapping folks' doors to run away and just wind
I
them
used
up.
to do it to my own house. we would hide the wall across the road. There was like an old woman that stayed with a Glendug, and it had the wall up straight into my house. And tennies would hide behind, and I would go up and chat my own door, and we'd all run away and hide behind the wall or run to fuck. That's just a next level.
Why would you do your own door? Is that so? Because you never touch
Did
somebody
did
with
somebody
your own
convince
door.
you, go, oh, JD, your
Aye,
own door?
it was probably like a dare, like a dare.
Did you
you
just
do
wear
it.
in Wendy's?
I'm definitely sure we did egg my Wendy's once. Like I'm almost certain we did it. I think we egged my bedroom one day.
That is
And it's just ken when you get dared to do something when you're young. Either you dare or you're
You're
out,
a shite
man.
bag, aye. You get battered.
That is crazy.
Oh, no, honestly.
So funny, but crazy, man.
Aye,
Crazy,
no, the
crazy.
things are fucking stupid. And I think I was saying about the snowballs, like I could have been killed. Like there was one day.
Aye, Bradley's
I've
got a scar.
But
Aye.
if you notice that, so my face isn't the most symmetrical, but one of my eyebrows is like, it's true, but one of my eyebrows, there's a nerve, and I don't know if it's this one, but somebody threw a snowball at me at school once, and I had to get 8 stitches, and the guy said there was an inch away for losing an eye because there was a big rock in it.
Aye, it split his hanging up, and then my dad came and
My
picked
dad
you
was
up.
raging, man.
Came-
Dad, if you're listening, it's alright.
Like he was raging, shouting at him because my dad
Aye.
had to leave work because
I had to leave
somebody
work,
had
pick him
hit
up.
him with a snowball.
Aye, so I had to go to A&E.
That's fucked.
I know, because what happened, it was somebody, I was throwing snowballs with a boy, Brandon Craven, that I went to school with, and like some of them were a bit hard. It was almost like that slushy icy one.
Aye,
And I literally went to pick one up, and he domed one right like there, and I was like, oh, I fought a bit, whatever, and I looked up, and Chloe St. Louis, I think, started greeting, looking at me.
Aye, because it was
She was
like
going,
a cup through there.
Aye. And there was, and then I started feeling like something dripping down my foot, and there was a big cut, man.
Did you have like that kind of like WWE Chris Benoit kind of look going thing?
I had
man?
a Jesus Thorns kind of get
Fuck,
on, man.
man.
Aye. Blood in my face.
I'm-
had to go
I'm
to the
just-
school nurse and that.
I'm just needing you to ken, but see the noise. An egg, a perfect egg off a windy, mate. There's nothing like the noise, man.
I
It's,
kind of want to go out doing some eggs on Mondays just to
mate,
feel
it
it.
does sound good.
see if they've
Down the break.
see if they've get like a nice windy, a big one, man. Because obviously, like it'll make a different noise if it's a weird windy or a big long one in the living room. See if you had it right on the corner, man. See the dumph it makes. Oh man, it's like Hans Zimmer.
Did you make sure the curtains were open or closed, or you just?
Man, I don't know if there was. I do know there was specific. Right, we ken that cunt in there's crazy, so let's go and egg their Wendy's. Like that was in. If the lights were on, we're like, right, they're in. That's the lights were. I feel like, man, that's kind of shite.
Getting that way, it was the camouflage at the time, but was just putting your hood up, like no ring doorbells, no whatever.
No.
If your hood was up, it was like it's just a wee dick.
It was also like your knowledge of. Not to go philosophical in it, but your knowledge of where your escape routes were and how to get out. And it is there bins in here that I can hide in? Is there a hedge there I can hide?
Is there a garage I can get
Is
up
it
in?
like aye?
Kind of like in the map on COD or something.
Aye.
Like you just like fucking where to peek and no, aye. But that would make sense. Like it turns into like almost a tactical fucking thing,
If you
which
could
is
It's
If I
like
could-
an organised crime syndicate, man.
aye, of egg flingers.
I definitely and see because it was the old folks' home. I know it was good for hiding in.
Oh, aye. Busby Gardens.
Aye, I would get in the blue bins because you knew it was cardboard, so there wasn't going to be like shite in it. So you get in the blue bin.
Oh, when they were full size and you could actually hide in them. That's crazy.
Getting you were a different man, man.
I know we speak about that.
You've lived many
You've
lives.
spoke about your duality on previous pods before, but it is funny getting a wee glimpse into the egg flinger.
It's just so bad, man. Like, some of the stuff, like there was a person. I'm not going to say their name just in case they come and hunt me down, but or I don't know. Sorry, but there was a person in Crusoe's. I'll tell you on the break who it was. The person had like learning difficulties and stuff like that, and was like definitely like they could easily be riled up and stuff. And we would specifically go and target their house. Now, when you think about that, you're like,
Aye, when you're younger,
It's that like
it's easy
the
target.
11-year-old mentality with stuff like that is so that
crazy.
you're not mature enough to actually really think about it. You just think it's funny. Like
their house got it. Oh wow!
I think I know
Like
what
cunts
house
would
you're
go
talking
down
about.
with cunts would actually go down with full trays of eggs, man. It was a full stakeout, man.
A bakery.
what are they called? No, it's a punnet of grapes, isn't it? Aye, I was thinking it was a punnet of no.
So
Did you ever get targeted, but you weren't part of the team that did the targeting?
what do you mean?
Like you were in the
egg?
house.
Did you ever
Did your house
Did you
get
ever
egged,
have
but
egg
wasn't you?
ops? Egg ops.
Were you the victim at any point?
I don't think I think maybe I was the victim once of a trapdoor run, but no an egging. But ken that egg was on my window for basically it could get hot to that left. The windows were never washed. It was
Nah, I didn't have a window
I had
cleaner
a
out.
trickle of egg stain. No man, what the fuck, man. How much was a window cleaner?
They're kind of cheap, but it's
20
annoying
quid.
because they come round every day. The one that was coming round at Shan's was £7 or something, £6.
And then you're in a
was like
syndicate.
16
But it's pure cheap. Like they come round, but I swear they're meant to do it like every 3 weeks, and the cunts were coming round every week and like taking the money because they're not meant to do
Well,
that.
it definitely wasn't a money excuse. It was more just that we're not getting our Wendy's because that's what
Aye.
that actual egg was.
We
on that
didn't fuck
window.
with window cleaners when we had the flat next door, did we?
No.
No. Fuck, I never answered the door anyway if they came looking for money.
Anyway, aye.
Peek out of my pit. Anyway, I think you could probably. I don't think you could physically egg somebody to death, like flinging eggs at them. You could defo drown them in like
What,
this
egg
much
yolk
egg in a
or-
bath, defo,
Aye.
and then you could also probably. I think once you ate 200 eggs, you'd die.
There's the psychological damage of being egged, especially if it's like a public humiliation event.
So do you think it could take just one egg to
Aye,
kill
aye,
a man?
I think multiple people
The
throwing
right
one
egg.
egg at you would really put you down, man. I think that'd be really horrible.
No, like honestly, like see when you actually think about it, like suicides could have been caused because I was running about in my trackie, actual pitting eggs off Wendy's, like and focusing in the house going there.
Throwing it like
20 wee
fucking
boys.
guy was fighting the Korea War, man. He's dumps
We actually took pride in it. Like folk would take pride in how far they could fling a stain or fling an egg and all that. It was like an Olympic sport, and some folk were too good at it, man. You're like, wow, man, you've
crazy.
actually just domed that window.
Mine kicking about and just picking up a stain and seeing how far you could fling it, man.
I picked up a 2p one day when I was at Grange in first year and flung it at somebody and missed, and it went like and smashed a cunt's window. He knew it was somebody for the Grange because he sees all the wains going past. Went to the school because there was like a school police officer, and one of the folk that was there grasped me in, and I got in trouble for it.
Who are
And
you,
I had
man?
to- my mum or dad, or I think my mum had to pay the guy to get his window fixed.
Oh, what?
Eating out your ma's pocket twice,
Fat
man.
bastard, man. 2p, but see the flying.
Did it whisper? Did it whisper
man, it
in the,
done a
in
big
the
curve, man, and hit right on the top left of the window. And you're like, wow, man, I'm back.
So good, man.
And you run away.
So
Anyway.
good, so good, and fucking it was good at the time. Why?
I'm glad I lived that life, but I'm glad I'm no there. Like, I'm glad I didn't do the evolution of egg and Wendy's to drug dealer or something. Or like
yeah.
egg and Wendy's
I think that is the next step. And it starts off with
egg
eggs.
and Wendy's to I've killed somebody.
Yeah, that's it.
didn't quite make the.
Did you like lose the buzz like throwing eggs at Wendy's, or did you just like become like almost conscious at one point? You were like,
It's drinking. I think
what
she
I'm
went to
doing
start
now.
drinking.
Aye,
just
that
takes
kind
you
of
the
takes.
eggs.
I think we used to do this when we were like maybe like 9-10 year old, and then started drinking no long after that. So you end up being like,
You get more consumed, and then next thing, me and you's lying in a bed eating bowls of cereal, listening to fucking like what about Alt J, man, just like
that's
this
the next
is the life,
evolution.
man.
I had to then also become a goth member in between. Anyway, this podcast isn't about me, but I like making things about me. So.
Don't we all?
Don't we all?
Right, should we wrap the new then?
Let's wrap it up.
Yes,
So you do a wee outro here. Just we'll be back.
I will be back. We'll catch you in the second bit. I'm editing this episode, so I'll make sure and keep this in. And we're back. Chillies degrees are on the walls. It's part 2.
Part 2.
Some people might like the sequels of each episode. It's when we do the of the week. Is anyone at start?
Fuck, man.
Nearly swallowed my microphone there, man.
Somebody want to step up to the plate.
Into my swallow of the week. And I'm not talking about a bird. Mine's just very basic and simple.
Mine's is very
Kid.
basic, but you
But they're my favourite jokes. I don't know about yours, but they're my favourite jokes.
The best jokes.
You want me to start?
on you go.
Aye, big hitter first.
Right. I actually only discovered this last week. That's why I joke. But I've definitely tried it before. My joke of the week: shawarma seasoning for chicken.
oh, shout shawarmas.
Shawarma.
You ever had a shawarma king down at Chongate in Glasgow?
Don't think so.
Unbelievable.
Shawarma king.
Unbelievable.
I was thinking what about fucking hingy. What's that called?
But the one,
Oh, what was he called? The one at St Enoch's.
I know, because they done that crazy. The
What was he
kebabs.
called, man?
Oh, I can't even remember now. You need to search it and see.
Again.
There
I
was a
mind,
kebab shop that used
got
to
a
be the
kebab
biggest.
shop. What was it? And the guy gave me cold kebab, and I said, "Can you make it shawarma?"
We'll be back next week, folks.
I was trying to hang a joke like, can I get a shawarma that arse?
I know, but shawarma season's off again. I don't know what the season is. Like, I don't know what's in it, but it's full of different things, and I just put it on my chicken. And
Shawarma.
aye, but literally shawarma season: olive oil, salt and pepper, fat in the oven.
What you
Unreal.
put in your shawarma season on top of?
What?
What you put on top of?
Oh, chicken.
Get me off. Funny about this, right? I'm having a bit of an inception in my brain. I don't know what this turn of phrase or word is or what this means, right? But see, by calling something shawarma seasoning, shawarma means seasoned meat.
Is that what it means?
So shawarma is a thing. Shawarma is seasoned
Aye,
meat,
so it's-
Middle Eastern meat.
so it's seasoned meat seasoning?
It's seasoned meat seasoning. Like, it's funny that it's like the kind of.
That's crazy. There's a few things like that in it, but
That's like when you get like that 5-spice Chinese seasoning and all that. It's like that's not a real thing.
it's not
Aye,
actual.
it's just
I was thinking more like pin number. See when folks say your pin
Aye,
number,
fuck aye.
but it's just your pin because the N is number.
I've now become aware
Is that
of
right?
something called PAT testing, and the T
Aye.
in PAT just stands for testing.
Testing, aye.
Oh, with the plugs, the part test.
Aye.
Aye. Is it physical appliances or something appliances?
So I don't know
Testing.
what. Aye.
Plug appliances?
Get what I'm saying, but so you're basically saying you're seasoning your meat with seasoned meat
Yeah, you're-
seasoning.
Yeah, and it tastes good.
I'm making it a
Seasoned my
shawarma.
meat with the seasoning that's in the meat with the seasoning in there. Wow, man. But shawarma too good, man.
He said I kept going. I was there, man.
What with the seasoning?
Aye,
Season
aye.
my meat with the seasoning, with the seasoning on the seasoning, the season my meat with the seasoning.
That's my joke of the week,
Is that
man.
not Eminem's next song? So I mean, man, he's bringing a song called Shawarma Season, and it's like a right, 2-4, man.
By shawarma season. Has anybody tried it before? Has anybody bought shawarma season pepper and chicken?
I've
Ate it?
had shawarma. But,
So you've had seasoned meat before? It's good, isn't it?
So then, see a steak that's got salt and pepper on it. So
Aye.
it's seasoned. Does that mean it's a shawarma steak?
no, it needs like I
think
think
it needs to
it needs to be mid. It needs to be like Middle Eastern, but
Aye.
it's the fact that they call
gonna
both
get
the
this
meat
up.
and the seasoning shawarma.
Aye.
I can't think of anything else that's the same, but there's defo stuff that they call the dish shawarma.
Aye, you get chicken shawarma. and
Like you would say,
it's like,
you're having you're having peri. I don't know. It's
That's
kinda,
because I was thinking does peri peri mean chicken? No.
no, chicken.
Just if it did mean chicken, and then
Aye.
you're getting chicken. Which would be crazy. I don't know. That was in my brain. I was trying like, what does peri
Is
mean?
shawarma Middle Eastern?
Aye, it comes from the Ottoman Empire. It's kind of like if you start calling something like gyros flavoured. It's like gyros is the dish. You know what I mean?
Or if you get kebab seasoning. Like if you get that, and then it's
Aye.
well, no, it's because of the kebab. So then is it ground? So is
seasoned meat.
shawarma specifically chicken?
I think you can get lamb
I've actually got
shawarma.
the full
and
definition here if
Right,
you
go
want to.
whackers out,
Giza.
man. Rivet
Sha-
and stuff.
Shawarma is a popular Middle Eastern street food consisting of marinated meat, typically lamb, chicken, turkey, or beef, stacked in so it's all of them. It can be
No,
all
so
of
it's
them.
all meats.
So stacked in an inverted
Shawarma
cone
cock.
and roasted on a slowly turning vertical spit. Wow! As the meat rotates
so
in front
good.
of a flame, thin slices are shaved off to be served, usually in a pita or wrap or pita. With vegetables, pickles, and sauces like
Fuck,
tahini
man.
and garlic mayonnaise.
That's when you know it's that good shit, man. I would love to go over there to Iraq and taste the shawarma, man.
I
Because
bet
holy,
it's on. So one of the best kebabs I ever had was in Berlin, and it was fucking.
it's like that thing where you're like in Greece and you're like, I want that pita with everything you've got in that fucking van on it now.
Right, so I've put in shawarma seasoning. So shawarma seasoning is a warm, aromatic, and savoury blend of Middle Eastern spices designed for marinating meats like chicken, beef, lamb. It typically features a mix of earthy, sweet, and spicy notes characterised by ingredients such as cumin, coriander, paprika, turmeric, cinnamon, and cardamom.
I was tasting all that today. All of them.
Cardamom.
I was thinking about every single one of them you just
Oh,
said.
there's a recipe here for you to make your own, man. I need to send this to you.
Aye.
May save some money,
Make
man.
make your own seasoning.
Get it, man.
Get a shawarma bowl.
Is it Schwartz shawarma? Or is it just like Morrison's or what?
Asda.
Asda?
That's the day the best shawarma.
Aye, their seasoned meat seasoning
So I heard.
is unbelievable.
Soaked meats, man.
Aye, soak my meat.
I love kebabs, man.
Oh, kebabs are so good.
So
So what is it actually about meat but in either a liquid or a dust seating for hours
but no, but what
that
are
gets
they doing?
presented to me? Right, what's going on
What are
there?
they doing in the Middle East that we've not got a hold of, man? Is it the quality of the meat, or
And I
do
want
they
to
just ken?
ken who choked at their uncle back in the day and just fucked him in this pile of dust and then
Ken,
started
fuck.
cooking it and ate it and went, fuck. Because obviously, like, there is science and like it kind of melds into all the membranes and that of the meat and all that stuff. So I mean,
See, it's like
who was
that
the first one to season?
season stuff.
Oh, they've been seasoning
So,
like.
somebody might have like had say a bit of raw meat and dropped it on the flare in the dirt and then just been like, fuck it, I need to cook it anyway, and then that's got an earthy tone.
Aye.
And then being like, right, cool, that's how it's alright. Maybe if we rub some of the veg that we were collecting on it.
Aye,
And
like,
then
like salt and all that. How did they ken that salt was
Aye,
got to
they-
be
they might
the best thing to put on
they
anything?
might have pooed salt out of their their air, sorry,
think
the
somebody-
water or something, like put something in water and then it was like in brine almost, and then realised
Aye,
that it's
salted.
different.
That must have rocked a cunt's world back in the day.
See if you wet something with seawater and then let it dry, is there no like a kind of almost salty residue left? So it might have been stuff like that, like if they were near the sea and then they bring their meat back and some of the utensils have a wee bit of like the dust.
As I know, if you like boil boil it, the salt just appears in it. So
then it's hanging.
they probably went to like the sea, brought
I
in,
got wa.
and then
boiled
they were
it.
left with this residue underneath it. So
And then maybe
reckon
taste it and be
probably-
like,
So that's actually not bad.
That seems like about right in a shawarma.
sea salt, man. Sea
Chicken.
salt.
There is some foods, man. You're like, who fucking came up with that? Like hot dogs, man. Like, who's coming up with hot dogs, man?
Hot dogs are crazy.
Just mash it
Aye, that's
everything.
crazy work.
All the
Fucking
meats
food.
together, man. Turn into a banana
Who
shape.
comes up with pastries and all that?
There's an one we didn't even a hot dog. The hot dog's the actual sausage, and the hot dog. Like I call the sausages hot dogs, but I call the actual hanger hot dog.
Aye, no, I would say the same.
The hot dog.
Like
Like
cheese.
I
hot
never
dog
refer to
sausage?
them as sausages.
No.
A
I just call it
It's
a hot dog.
aye.
If somebody hit me with one of the sausages, I'd say you've just hit me with a hot dog.
Aye, there's hot dog bun, and collectively hot dog
Hot dog,
again.
aye.
Which is weird.
It's like sheep. You don't get sheep, you just get sheep.
And the fish.
Aye.
Fishies.
Fishies.
What would the word be for that? If something's singular and you add it to something but it's still the same name? It's not plural.
No, see this thing I'm talking about with the hot dog, where the meal is named. That is, there's a name for that, or this is like a common thing in the world. Because I'm sure I've seen hundreds
Well,
of
no,
them before.
just a burger. Like, just a burger is that and all.
Aye.
Because if you just have the meat, you still call it. If it's shaped round and like thin, it's a burger.
Aye.
You
I
would just
don't call it a burger sandwich.
Aye, but
or a
and then
burger
you put it in
roll.
a bun, it's still called a burger.
Aye, true.
Which is, unless it's got certain sauces and veg, and it's called a Big Mac or something else.
Aye.
But
Little Big Mac.
maybe if you just had a burger on its own, you'd have to say a burger on its own or a single burger. But then you would say the same a hot dog. You go, a hot dog on its own.
Single burger supper.
A hot dog without the jacket.
Hot dog without the jacket. Without his jacket on, man, must be freezing.
Isn't Kenny
It's warm up my mouth, man.
hot dogs. The fact hot dogs are in brines too good and all, man. I don't know why I like that, but I do like that.
That juice, man. Imagine drinking a pint of that, you'd be salted to the gunnels.
Basically, just seawater in it.
Aye, you'd be actual inverted fish. Can I tell you about a fish I learnt about? Well, in fact, I didn't, because I don't ken the name of them, so that's why they direct me.
Did you joke for it?
I'd no idea choke for a wee bit, because it's these fish, right? And they live in freezing cold water, as in if anything else was in there, it would freeze instantly.
Right.
They got rid of their red blood cells, like just got rid of them, and they've created a thing. They've evolved to have antifreeze in their body, so they don't freeze.
Are they really low down in the ocean?
Aye, and it's in these freezing zones. But how fucked is that? Like, they just evolved to be like, well, red blood cells are just going to get us frozen, so get to fuck. Their blood's like clear.
That's crazy.
That is
Anyway,
crazy.
I don't know what that's got to do with shawarma seasoning, but probably nothing cool.
I think
Whatever.
I might have thought of a choke actually that's just like a funny thing to discuss. It's not really like
Go
it's
for it.
because it's not my choke, because it's not something I've watched and enjoyed. I've watched somebody else watching it,
Right.
hating it, and then I've enjoyed them watching it, like that kind of.
Aye.
Right, so Bradley, don't know if you know about this, but Ken, there could be maybe it could be an avenue for a career and all. I was thinking this when I was watching it.
Fuck, here we go.
Right, so what it is basically is on social media you'll get like adverts for like an app you can download, and then on that and they'll show a clip of like, do you know what I'm going to
The
talk
king,
about?
you talking about the king getting chased for the snake?
Wait, what are you talking about? You talking about the games?
Aye.
No, but they are always, man, always.
Fuck them.
Whiteout Survival I get all the time, and I end up playing the first fucking 5 minutes here every time because it's in the ad.
Are you
You're
like collecting the meat and all
aye,
that?
aye, and you shoot the polar bears. Crazy.
So what you're talking about is adverts.
Right, no, so it's adverts, right? The adverts are to download this app, but what the advert will be is like a clip, and it will be like pure folk badly acting, and they're acting out a scene. Right,
Yeah.
right. So like they'll be acting out a scene, and it will be like download this app to watch the rest. So there's apps,
Right, I think I know what
right?
you're talking
And
about.
what
Aye.
it is, it's phone aspect ratio movies shot in 2-minute segments. And it's basically like you go download this app, and then you'll get say 10 2-minute videos for free, and then you've got to pay money per episode to watch after that. And it's like basically just like a script that's flung together. There's hundreds of wolf ones, there's hundreds of
hundreds of vampire
vampire
ones.
ones, not so it's like the very like lowest end of like production and acting and all that, and like it is fucking some of it is hilarious,
definitely
man.
as well. Hunters are old guys that have paid for it because they purposefully make it like school lasses and all that. It's
so-
creepy as fuck.
I basically watched a guy and he was like watching one of these films and the fucking 2-minute segments, had to pay extra money to watch the rest of it, and then one of the actresses in it was actually like like he knew one of the actresses, so she came into the video and was talking about it, and she's like, it's crazy, like the script's obviously pure shite, like they don't really care in that end. They have like an hour to film each scene and shit, and it's just this pure fast paced shit, and it is actual. See if you like, you go and watch any of the clips for it.
Send me one, because
I'll
I
send
feel
you
like I don't know what you're talking
And
about.
it's on, I get them all the time on YouTube, and it'll be this lassie in like a school uniform. She'll be like, but I didn't tell you I'm a vampire. No, that's you're like, what? This is like basically like guys are wanking there. That's lassie. Like,
it's basically it's just like, it's like a way for them to make money. She get paid, I don't know what it was, I think she get paid like a couple of $100 a day to go, and she done it for a couple of weeks. And I was just like, Ken, that is crazy, man. And I was like, see if there was an equivalent to it here, but I could go and get 300 quid to go and do a day of acting, and like, and it wouldn't even require all that much effort. The top comment on the video was the main guy for the hanging. He was like, no, weekend, it's fucking shit. Like, I was just getting the bag pretty much.
aye.
And I'm like, it's crazy that there's actual stuff out there like that and folk pay for it. But like, see, because it's like in, so like it would be like watching TikTok. So you watch 2 minutes yet, and then you scroll to the next scene. Like it's like it's a film shot in the phone aspect ratio. It's all upwards,
Right.
but they have sets and stuff, so it's kind of like halfway professional. It's so weird. I want to know who the money men are behind the kind of things, man. Like, who is it
Crazy.
that's
Creeps, probably, man.
it's because it
Basically is like porn.
I
Like,
know, it's
almost a version of what they used to do with porn.
like one of the things, it was like the wolf thing, and the guy was like, I'm not going to claim you and all that, and then in the next scene it was like, right, I'm claiming you, and then he shags her, and then the next scene she's like 8 months pregnant, and then the next scene she gets kidnapped, and it's like, what's going on here, man?
I'm sure I watched one where it's like a guy and two lassies, and like one of them's like a vampire hunter and one of them's a vampire, and I'm like, what is going on here, man?
It's kind of like fan fiction-y fucking vibes, but there's obviously folk out there that are like, yes, I want more of this, or they wouldn't make it.
Aye, that's true.
Because
There's a market for everything, man.
Fuck this planet.
So I guess my choke is just that stuff like that exists, and we should maybe start a Scottish version of it, where it's just like, we make these cheap shitty fucking what's the aspect ratio there, 9:16 or something. Fuck knows the opposite. 16:9.
Problem is, we're no schoolgirls. That's where they make the money.
True.
So it sounds
Aye.
horrible, but
you can't be going out there with a van trying to hire school lassies, because that'll quickly get your shit shut down. Really.
Aye, that will.
that'll be a prison sentence real quick.
That'll get your shit shut down real quick, man.
I'll fin the specific thing and send you,
Aye,
like,
send
the,
me.
should be the guy that does the video that made it is actual funny as fuck. He does all these wee skit bits and all that, and I was just like, Ken, I'm enjoying this, man. I was enjoying hating on how bad it was, and then it's just kind of funny. So
Is it, do you remember that Uncanny Valley like series they used to do as well? It was like a Midwest. Oh, what was it called? Valium something. Oh fuck, man, Valium Village or something. It's called, but it's like that really like weird Midwest acting. It used to be on Vine and all that. It's the one where where that clip came from. It was like, hey, I heard you got a fat cock. I got a fat cock too. That came from this.
Aye,
It's called something Valium Valley or something like that.
That acting is kind of like that, where it's like they can, it's no good, they can, it's a load of shit, but that's what's making it
But
almost
there's something like so like weird and uncanny with it. It's something
it
that's
gives
not
me the
right.
creeps. It gives me the creeps as if somebody's been held at gunpoint doing it.
there's nothing to stop us actual making a film in 2-minute segments and just posting it on social media, and it would literally just we would
Put it
just
behind a
have
paywall.
Make
2 or
it
3
weird.
characters. Aye,
Yeah.
but cunts
Make it
would
weird.
probably see if as long as you number something part 1 and then you have a part 2.
Because folk will be like,
They just give me the next bit. Give me the next bit.
Aye, and as long as it like leads in with something like and then like this happens, and
as
then
long as it's it
and
never
then they see a part
concludes.
2 and it's like, fuck, man, and it just never
See, as soon
concludes.
as they're like 3 parts in, they're watching the whole 30 parts, if that's what it comes out as. Aye, I don't know, something to ponder for after the podcast anyway.
For all their worth. Right.
But aye, that'll be my joke anyway. It's not necessarily a joke, but it's something interesting, so
Are we just going to run?
aye, may as well at this point, aye.
Right. I have had to actually on the fucking spot come up with something. Like, I mean, like, I'm like, how much am I joking for this? We don't know. But since that Wuthering Heights film is out, I want to talk about the song that's now gaining off attraction, and I choke. Kate Bush, Wuthering Heights. I'm not really even want to specifically talk about the tune, but see Kate Bush, fuck her, legend.
Unreal.
She was writing tunes when she was like 11-year-old and going around and playing pubs when she was like 15 and that. One of her tapes get sent to... I can't remember what member it is. One of the guys for Pink Floyd, and he's like, nah, whatever this is, we need it, and he helped her put together an album. So her first album when she was 19 was a guy for Pink Floyd, and then like all these like minted musicians, because they were like, no, star. Like I'm telling you, see if you actually watch videos of her when she's like 19, 18, 17 even, man, and she's hitting the piano keys and singing, and you're like, whoa, what, man? She writes all her own lyrics. She's been writing them. I think she was the first female to have an album go to #1 where she wrote the lyrics for it.
That's class,
crazy,
huh?
man.
Crazy
It's
as
fucked
well.
up, man. She's got a song called Cloudburst, and I think I've maybe spoken about it on here before, but the videos get her and Donald Sutherland in it, where they're playing son and father, not daughter and father. Like, she's playing a boy in it, and it's a guy that's invented a weather machine, but it was like an actual real story, and the full song's just about that. And you're like, can she just writing things, man? But the only reason I'm choking for it is because the Wuthering Heights has come out. That song's went like
back on market.
back on market like fucking TikTok crazy, and I'm like, it's funny how things like that happen.
I did the Wuthering Heights at karaoke a couple of years ago, man.
Did you,
and I
man? Your
fucking
pipes must have been dean.
crushed it, man. Because see, some days I wake up and it's like, can I sing Wuthering Heights this morning? And then I try it and I'm like, no, I can't sing it today. Most mornings I'm like, I'll sing it to myself and go, I can sing it now. And do you know, actually, I don't know if I think I can do it today. I'm not going to do it on the podcast because that frequency is kind of mental.
Is that the one that all the cunts meet? They meet up and they dance to it, no? Or is that a different Kate Bush
It's the
song?
one that goes, Heathcliff, it's me, it's Kathy, I've come on.
Have you saw the there's like there's cunts all over the place. They meet up and dance to that song. Have you saw that? Aye. There was like 100 cunts on a cruise ship and they were all dancing to it and they were doing the like
There's like a kind of dancing to it.
See, the video was her like dancing in a field, and that's all it is, man. It's unreal. It's so good. There's two videos, and she's
She's
the same
actually
dance
back to back, running up that hill with Stranger Things and then Wuthering Heights.
But Babushka's due next
Aye,
time.
Babushka's next. Or I went Cloudburst and get remixed into that fucking thingy song. Crazy work, man. Maybe she is the goal.
Because she disappeared into the forest, man. Then just like everything just kind of blew up, and she just took all the cash and just stayed in the house.
I just love the fact that she was actually playing pubs and all that, and somehow one of the cunts for Pink Floyd got a tape with that on it and was like,
"This
no man,
is
we
the
need
one."
to drop everything, man.
Was it David Gilmour?
I think it was David Gilmour. Aye.
I think seeing it
He
like
says he's never smoked a fag before.
it's like a different world then, innit? Because when would that
I
have
know
been?
why.
Like,
Her first album was 1978, so let's say that was even 77.
aye,
like.
because it's crazy because see then like that would have been like an actual like a route to potentially getting somewhere if you had the talents, you know. The equivalent to her has to go into social media and battle with like fucking Americans
Well, that's
just
fine,
for
aye.
a minute of attention, and it never like some folk have the big success with it. Like
Aye.
cunts what like Noah Kahan had the 6 season man of lockdown, and then he get his album and it's done well and he'll make a good career out of it and that. Obviously the levels are different, but there's so many cunts that are on like TikTok that are off good at singing, or they're on social media and they're good at, they're funny as fuck, or they're this or that, but you're just getting lost in the sauce because nobody is actually really like, oh I want so much more of this. They'll maybe follow you, interact with it, like stuff like that, but
Aye, that's the thing. It's not really organic anymore. Because like Amy Winehouse was discovered in a pub in Camden, but now everybody wants to be discovered in a pub in Camden. And it's like, see if that is like the story. It's usually like like the label's manufactured it said, "Oh yeah, we just found her like on the streets."
I've just
It's
thought
like,
of
no,
an
that's
Kate
not a
Bush
thing.
culture thing. One of her songs was covered and became like like one of the most well-known indie tunes for the 2000 indies. That the Future Heads done Hounds of Love. Oh man,
Is that her song?
that's her song.
Is it?
aye,
Yeah,
and that song's like
album's
peak
called Hounds of
fucking-
Love.
That fucking thing's like peak as fuck, man. So
That's crazy.
I don't know, man. She seems to have this resurrection ability that no many folk appear to
Maybe
have, man.
She's a witch,
maybe timeless is the right fucking
That actually
description.
might be it, man.
Aye.
Because placebo done running up that hill or not. I don't know. She just
Aye.
gets something that seems to keep.
Keep pushing her up and up.
So aye, my
It's a
joke of the
spell.
week. I don't know what my joke of the week is. Is it Kate Bush? Is it Wuthering Heights? Is it a combination of both? Aye, Kate.
Kate Bush.
He's a song, Kate Bush.
That's an like cultural.
That's an
reference.
Aye. Aye.
That's for like 25 years ago.
Man, Kate Bush, the gift that keeps on giving. Anyway, I'll pass it to you now.
Right, I am kind of the same as you. I've just kind of came up with something as we've been talking.
Right.
My favourite types of jokes,
Uh,
man.
So I've been thinking about deathmatch wrestling. So I know I've mentioned it before. I think
Showed
maybe,
his videos
Aye,
as
you
well.
did last
aye.
week.
maybe not on air, but I've been choking for a while about it, man. I say choking in the kind of sense that it's just something kind of mental that I can't really take my eyes off of, which I think is a sign of good art. But if you don't know what deathmatch wrestling is, so it's essentially like you get these like backyard like wrestling brawler guys who just make their own rings and they set up like barbed wire and all that shit around it, and they like set up like the wee thumbtack things and put it on the like the canvas.
It's
and
ridiculous.
They're
No,
just
it showed
chucking
me,
each other
it's
into
ridiculous.
it, man.
It's
They're
crazy.
chucking each other into the barbed wire. Like these guys are getting cut up to fuck, man. Like
You
broken.
can't stop watching it, but
Honestly, there's
I
something
get it,
about it that's like hypnotic, and they're playing up to the crowd, and they're like on the top ropes, and they've got all this like shattered glass like on the ring, and they just jump in it. There's not even a guy there for them to jump onto. They're just jumping onto the glass,
Crazy, man.
and then but the whole crowd all goes like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And then. But they kind of make sure he's alright, and then as soon as he starts to get up, they go, "That's fucked up, that's fucked up," and they're all pure chatting, man. But it's mental because they've got see those like white tube light things that you get in like offices and all that. You like smack it and it like it's like dust.
Aye.
They hit that off of each other like all the time. And you can see like it's the real stuff, man. It's like the real fiberglass because it like does like these close-ups of their back, and you can see like the sparkle and that in it. But like the glass is going everywhere, and it's like fucking hitting the folk in the crowd and all that, man.
man, they're loving it.
That's
Getting
crazy.
humans were just never built to be caged, weren't we? No, we're
No.
wild animals. Because I was going to add into that fucking UFC fighter Kimbo Slice that did a couple of years ago was in UFC, but his start was like backyard brawls. There's videos on YouTube, two guys just meeting up with a full crowd and just absolutely not fuck you.
see the backyard brawl culture, man. Crazy, man. See, the best ones is when they just set up like sticks and tie a rope around it, and there's no like floor. It's just the grass at the back, and they're knocking the fucking lumps at each other, man. I think there was a documentary on Netflix years and years ago, and it was unreal because it was just all these wee guys in like South Carolina, like fucking breaking each other's teeth and all
It's a wee
that.
bit jackassy, innit?
I was going to
It's that
say,
same kind of.
gives you that
Like
vibe.
the characters.
And like watching the videos, you can almost like kind of smell it in that, man. You know, it's like humid, like it looks roasting, man.
Aye,
Like,
and
pure-
sweaty and
like something's like
Smell the
Florida,
blood.
man. There's something.
Have you got a
something
favourite
happened in there.
guy?
See, the thing is, they all just kind of look the same because they're always like just covered in blood. They're always like kind of bald or crazy long hair, so they all just kind of look the same, man. I'm sure if I was to go a wee bit deeper and start to actually pay
Aye.
attention to the culture,
What's happening?
I would get into a wee bit like me and be able to tell you some names.
I'm telling you, there is none. I swear, wrestling, even, I mean, that wrestling's fucked. What I was actually the choke for a while for wrestling commentary, like WWE.
That's
It's
quite
like,
good,
He's
man.
cut him in half.
Aye, like there's one. I'll need to try and find this video. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm sure there's one where a guy's getting actually up in the ropes, and he's like, and they're like, "Oh my god, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, no!" And he's like, "Oh my god, he's done it."
So the sort of like the small companies that do it. So it's like the non WWE guys. So it's like they all fighting these like it's like the North like West Pacific company of fuck whatever it is, man. And there's the guy whose name is Cocaine. And his like finisher move is like he gets like a fake. Well, I'm supposing it's a fake bag of cocaine, and he like throws it in his face, and then he does like a coke slam. It's unreal. But see, the commentator for like the video is like, he's got an 8-ball. He's got an 8-ball. But he says something. He goes, "Cocaine goes fucking crazy," and he says it like
I love
that.
wrestling commentary.
Crazy,
Is the
man.
best
And
commentary,
then
man.
there's another guy who is like his whole thing is like early 90s grunge, like kind of like Nirvana and all that.
Aye.
But he's called Stephen Flo. And like, so to get the song,
Aye, Pearl
you get
Jam.
the song Even Flow, but Even Flow. But his song when he goes in is just Stephen Flow.
I've fucking seen him on Instagram. I've fucking seen that.
Stephen Flow. It's unbelievable, man.
Right,
So
I
good.
can't what guys you're talking about now because that was popular on Instagram for a while. That Stephen Flow.
But they're like not like trying to kill each other or
No,
trying to
they're
kill
keeping it a
themselves.
bit. They're keeping it slightly
They're
more.
doing the kind of standard wrestling, man.
Oh my god, he's on the cage and all that, and it's so intense. The commentary actually makes you like, oh my god, like.
Aye, man. It was the Mankind Undertaker one where he's like, by God, he has killed him.
That might be why
Because he
I'm
throws him
thinking about.
off the Hell in the Cell. He throws him off the top of the cage and he lands like in front of him. And he like he nearly does like kind of die.
Oh my god, he's killed him.
He's killed. He's cut him in half. Yeah, shut out. Yeah, so death match wrestling.
I'll need to get a look at that, man.
It's a pretty good bunch of jokes.
It's actually like kind of horrible, but it's hypnotising. Like you can't actually take your eyes off of it. So yeah, choke.
Joke of the week.
I'm gonna watch it after. Yes, actually.
Fucking right. All good. All good.
Cool.
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 Episode 1 and
Episode
done.
1, season 4. It was
Season 4.
How'd you feel in the hot seat, Bradley?
Aye, alright, man.
Good vibes.
Aye, man.
I like the new vibe, so
Yeah,
I know.
Aye,
So
defo.
the bowl, so
We'll add to that and
bowl.
evolve with that.
I
defo.
appreciate it. That
Aye, defo.
Aye, we'll cook up something again next week. See what happens, man.
Even if
Bank
we
is
just
like
bring
a thing to
ideas,
talk.
aye.
I have something to do.
see if we pull out every single one of them, and it's something about like somebody dying and death with food, with some food items.
No, they're not all definitely. There is probably a few more food ones in there, but
Aye.
some of them are stupid.
That's it. We'll add.
But
We'll
if you
come up with some good
if
ones.
you want to put some in, we'll
Aye, but the
can,
beauty is
come
that
up
this will
something.
do nothing big grow. You know what I mean?
Aye, exactly.
To the sky.
Well,
Aye.
thanks very much for tuning in. If you've came back for the seasons before, and aye, maybe we'll see you next week.
Until then,
Yeah, until
adios.
then. Goodbye,
Good catch.
goodbye, good evening.
Get you.